He's got to run the floor hard to give Gunner an option to pass to. Martin drives on the rookie, down the lane, ladles into Zoo, blocked from behind, but a whistle, and a foul. And really, everywhere the Zoo goes, they understand the big man is sleeping.
All right, we're back. It looks like get into what we're doing. For those who don't know, here in a second, have to do just a bit string or tagging and whatnot. Add some tags to this, folks. Basketball. Watch. There's one word. Watchalong is 2 words.
By a long shot. They're on the front by 9. That is the 6th turnover by James during the first half. A Congo foul by Jones, and it's a good one. Set the Atlanta center to the strike. You have to do that against his team. They're always soft. They're always challenging. Always running through the pass lane. Always putting an arm in there.
Dot A. Angeles. It's really annoying when you do these and it cuts off. So hopefully this won't cut off this time. I do have sound, right? Oh, good. Just making sure. You probably hear. Let me see if you can hear. I want you to be able to hear the announcers, but I don't want the announcers to be like dominant. There, it's better. That. Yeah, when I was resetting this up, it was like 46-46. Atlanta's taking. What was I looking at? Oh yeah. Now what? Oh, why don't I play that here now?
Not sure you want to do that.
Since we're at halftime, I want to play the. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? I don't know what the heck is going on today. Like, usually I'm not this. I'm getting a phone call now, and just things going crazy here, which usually isn't the situation, which is crazy when I'm trying to do this. Oh my gosh, just let me get to the freaking video.
I hope. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my mother. So I can find it. All right. Let me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the WGC presents North America's greatest sports town, Tourney. 2025 edition. What is that, you might ask? Well, the best way to describe what it is to explain how it works. So this is how it works. Step 1, we evaluate what are the top 6 sports in North America. And this year, currently, it's in order of how big they are. Number 1, NFL, no surprise. Number 2, NBA. Number 3, a close number 3, Major League Baseball. Number 4, the NHL. Number 5, Major League Soccer. And then number 6, the Canadian Football League. So once we establish the top 6 leagues in North America, we look at the last 4 years and their champions. Then based off of the most recency of those championships and the size of the league, we give out points to those cities, towns, and then based off of that, we create an East and a West bracket. So right now, let's go over the brackets. Alright, we start with the number 1 seed overall, and that is the city of LA. They got there via their NFL championship in 2021, plus 2 MLS championships, one in 2022 and one in 2024. They will be facing the number 8 seed, Atlanta, who get in based off their World Series win in 2021. The 4 and 5 seed in the West, Dallas/Arlington, who get in based off the Texas Rangers World Series in 2023. And the number 5 seed, Vegas, in based off their NHL championship in 2023. Then we go on to the 3 seed, Philadelphia, who get in on the Super Bowl they just won just a month ago in February 2025, just to be clear. And they will face the 6th seed, San Francisco, or in this case, Golden State, as they get in based off their 2022 NBA championship via the Warriors of Golden State. And then finally, the last matchup in the West, you have Denver as the number 2 seed off their 2022 NHL championship and their 2023 NBA championship. They will face Houston, the number 7 seed, who got in based off their MLB championship in 2022. Now, on to the East. The number 1 seed in the East is Toronto, who get in based off of their 2 Canadian Football League championships, one in 2022 and the next in 2024. They will play the 8th seed, Tampa, who get in based off their 2021 NHL championship. Moving on to the 4 and 5 seed, Miami is your number 4 seed based off their NHL championship in 2024. And they will play Columbus based off their MLS championship in 2023. On to the 3 and 6 seed, you have Boston as your number 3 seed based off their 2024 NBA championship. And they will face Montreal, who get in off of their Grey Cup championship, that's Canadian Football League, from 2023. Then, finally, the last matchup in the tournament, the number 2 seed, Kansas City, who gets in off their 2023 and 2024 Super Bowls. Or wait, can I say that? I said Super Bowls. Anyway, the KC's, the Chiefs, 2023 and 2024 NFL championships. And they will play number 7, Green Bay/Milwaukee. And they get in based off their Milwaukee Bucks championship in the NBA. Honorable mentions to New York, who almost got in off their MLS championship in 2021, and Winnipeg, who almost got into this tournament based off their CFL championship in 2021. But unfortunately, those 2 leagues are the lowest 2 leagues in our evaluation process of seeding. Next, we move on to when these teams are going to play and how that works. Alright, first things first. Every round in this tournament will have 3 months to have a game played. And we always use the first matchup between the two towns. We always start with the top 6 leagues. If we can't find a matchup in 3 months of those top 6 leagues, we'll go to other pro leagues. If we still can't find a matchup between those two towns in any other pro league, we'll move on to a simulation that most likely favors the higher seed. If we get to a simulation, we will air that simulation on Back to Brag Sports. Every other matchup, IRL matchup, we will most likely do a Watchalong. Now, before we get into the seedings, I do have to tell you, 2 results have already been done, and another result will be done tonight. This is March 14th when this video goes up, and we will do a watch-along for that. But let's go over the games, or each matchup in this tournament. First off, Atlanta versus LA. That game is the game I mentioned a second ago that will be played tonight. That is the LA Clippers and Atlanta Hawks. And I know LA's the #1 overall seed, and out of the 2 LA basketball teams, the Lakers would be the more favorable matchup for LA. But that's a give and take in this. When you're LA, you have 2 basketball teams, you have 2 football teams, you have more teams than other, so you have more chances to get a championship. But on the back end, you might have something like this where your least of your teams is going to be representing you. So again, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Back to Brag Sports, we should be doing a watch along for the LA Clippers and Atlanta Hawks. The next matchup, Houston and Denver, that will be on March 23rd as the Denver Nuggets play the Houston Rockets. Moving on to San Francisco and Philly. That is a result that's already been done. March 1st, those 2 cities matched up. And surprisingly, that matchup was the Golden State Warriors and the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Sixers aren't doing that well, but they pulled one out as they beat the Warriors 126-119. Philadelphia moves on to the next round, and they will play the winner of kind of the opposite situation of what we just had, as Vegas and Dallas do not have a matchup of any kind between March through May, but they could meet in the NHL playoffs. So, with that said, we're going to wait. If they do not play, let me back that. If they do play their playoff, and they play a playoff game before June, their first game, we will wait for that whole series to finish. So that matchup will be the whole 7-game NHL playoff series between Dallas and Vegas. If they do not play in the playoffs, NHL playoffs, then we will go to a sim of the NHL or WNBA, depending on which favors Dallas most. Just off the top of my head, seeing how good the Vegas Aces of the WNBA are, it's probably going to most likely be an NHL sim. So either way, it's probably going to be a hockey representation, but maybe WNBA, we will see. We will do probably bi-weekly updates on this tournament. Moving on to the East, the number 1 seed Toronto and number 8 seed Tampa. That game matchup will be represented by an April 9th matchup between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now moving on to Green Bay / Milwaukee versus Kansas City. That matchup will be at the end of March and going through April 2nd as the Kansas City Royals meet the Brewers in a 3-game series in the Major League Baseball. Now this is how it's going to work. It's a little tricky here. Best of 3, but if there's rain outs, so there's only 2 games, then that will be going to aggregate, as in who scores the most runs between the 2 games. If that aggregate is tied, then we go to the result of the first game. Yeah, a little complicated. Anyway, moving on to Montreal and Boston. That matchup will be represented sorry, by April 3rd matchup between the Boston Bruins and the Montreal Canadiens. And then finally, the Columbus-Miami matchup is the last matchup that has already been played. And that was represented on March 6th as the Columbus Blue Jackets face the Florida Panthers, who Florida Panthers play out of Miami, FYI. The Blue Jackets fall to the Panthers as the Panthers win 3-0, eliminating Columbus from the tournament. Now we will keep you updated on Back to Brag Sports social media, Back to Brag social media, depending if they have a Back to Brag Sports version. Join us from March 14th for the Watchalong of the, I'm trying to remember, LA Clippers and Atlanta Hawks. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then follow along as we go through this tournament. Alright, I'm back. That's kind of the explanation of what's going on here. The game did restart, by the way. They're at commercial now. Hawks still up, but not up as much as they were when the half started. 4-point run for the Clippers coming out of half. Hey there, Em. At commercial right now. Kawhi Leonard leading in scoring for the Clippers. Rishner's, is that how you pronounce it? Leading for scoring for oh, sorry.
When I tell you, he's a fan. He knows the game, he knows the players, he follows the team, he appreciates. Through inside, ball fake, lays it home, and Pizza Zubac's only made all 4 of his shots. As the Clippers once again continue to climb back into the game, they trailed by as many as 11, they're down by 2.
Clippers right there. You know, in that video, I mentioned that between the 2 LA teams, Clippers were the least of the 2. I mean, standings wise for sure. But with LeBron hurt, I don't know what level, Clippers might be the better option. Score just tied.
Draws the foul from the two, but it is on the floor.
All right, we're at 9:08. That's terrible. And the clock just started.
Detail. Why, after trailing by as many as 11, they are tied. For the lead. Pass to Zoo, whistle. That even got Coach Vitello to guffaw. How about that pass? To a big man rolling. Foul took place from behind.
Now look at the top 5 scorers. American, French, American. Not sure what these 2 other flags are, but international. I'm doing this on the laptop, and it's just covering up the scoreboard. Or the clock, more importantly. So, if I do one of these, we're at 8:37. I'll let you know when the clock runs, so you can line things up. All right. 8:36, 8:35, 8:34. Yeah, definitely a lot of things we got to work on with these setups. Let me double check the sound and make sure you can hear me. All right, sound is good. Big 3 from the Clippers. Clippers got the #1 overall seed in the lead. That would be the city of Los Angeles. Over in the #8 seed in the West. Yeah. So we have 2 brackets, the East and the West. Or, yeah, East, West. So how we did that was top 2 teams. The furthest west was the 1 seed on the West. The furthest east is the 1 seed on the East. The 2nd seed, 3rd seed, 4th seed, 5th seed. So that's why you got teams like Atlanta in the West bracket. Kind of like the NCAA tournament. They have like Miami in the North. Wow, Trey Young is way down there. Tied for 4th on his team was scoring at 6. I mean, if he hit a 3, well, he would need four points to tie for 3rd in scoring on his team. No, 2nd. No, 3rd. Yeah. I'll pull up Blue. 2nd. Yeah. 2nd's only 4 points away for leading. And it's not about the players, though. It's about the team, man.
by the youngster.
Pull up some scores for you.
By Arnold off scoreless from the field anyway.
Right now, the Pacers are up 88-77 over the 76ers. Celtics are up 88-79 over the Heat. Grizzlies trail the Cavaliers 58-42. The Magic are in Minnesota where they're losing 51-55 to the Timberwolves. The Hornets are putting a beating on the Spurs in the second quarter, 2:12 remaining. Hornets are up 71-49. Rockets at home beating the Mavericks 60-44. Later tonight, the Raptors play the Jazz, Lakers play the Nuggets, Kings play the Suns. I think so down we'll do some college basketball scores. The Hawks bring it within one by moving the ball and then dishes it out to Batum. Batum misses the three. Gets the ball back. Dishes it Batum underneath, and he misses two layups. He had a lot of good looks in that possession. Trae Young now guarded by Harden. Wide open. Shea, but misses. Kawhi comes down. Slow contact. Dishes it back out to Harden, and Harden does nothing with it. Oh. Passes. I think he tried to jump to draw a foul. Realized the foul wasn't coming. Passes it off. Harden back with the ball. Able to draw a foul there. He'll be shooting two. As you may have saw at halftime, let's see what Harden does with this first shot. Misses. It's like there was a lid on the backboard. But yeah, the results we've already had in this tournament. San Francisco and Philadelphia was represented by the Sixers and Golden State, and surprisingly, the Sixers won that, moving Philadelphia to the next round. And then Columbus and Miami represented by Columbus Blue Jackets and the Florida Panthers. March 2nd or 6th, where the Panthers won 3-0, moving Miami to this next round. Hard drives, draws contact, can't get the bucket to fall though. 65-63 as you see on your screen. It's chilly tonight, so needed beer because I cooked chili with a little bit of beer in it. It's a good bit of beer in it. Alcohol cooks out. Join us later tonight. Not sure what time, somewhere between 11 and 1 a.m. for the PSS round of 16 B Kumite. Shoots a second, makes it 67-63. Off with the ball. Drive, hits a bucket. 67-65. Kawhi brings the ball up. 5:44 left in the third quarter. Nice little move from Kawhi. Had to make a second one. gets a shot blocked, gets his rebound, tries to find something, passes it out, gets the ball back. Now he's trying to work something. Shoots, had to shoot the ball at shot clock. He's running out. Hawks for, is that three? Yeah, 1-2, misses. Hawks with the rebound. Gets two. Who is that? Harden with the ball. The defense there. Nice see, nothing called. It was clean. Oh, he kicks it out to Batum, and he hits it. 70-67. Daniels drives, misses, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be the Hawks' ball. Did you say Daniels? Oh, there he is. I got myself a tea from Wendy's. I'm not getting any money for pointing out that I'm drinking Miller Lite and Wendy's sweet tea. Actually, it's a little residue from a cherry cream soda. 2/3 sweet tea, 1/3 non-sweet. Just so it's not overly sweet and a few less calories. Anyway, Harden for three, nails it.
Well, Tom George players that love playing with James Harden. He said he was looking forward to this matchup this evening. And of course, if you're on the Clippers side, you probably favor them have a ton of mutual respect. James, when he played with George in Philly, heard it before, but made his life much easier. George was his best shooting streak in his career when the two were teaming. So imagine there's a lot of this guard forward matchup we're seeing tonight.
It's a solid point.
Even goaltending call. Wish I had a glass. I wonder if there might be a fly in there because I saw a fly flying around. Yeah, I don't think that was goaltending. Commentators disagree on what it was. Here's another angle. Oh, that's not goaltending. Brings up a good point. They blew the whistle for the goaltend, so who gets the ball? If it's not goaltending, I might just keep it goaltending so I don't have to answer that. I mean, you do jump ball? I figure you do a jump ball. I don't think that was goaltending though. joining us, or Fake Buddy. He's Fake Buddy because he looks like another cat we call Buddy. But he's like Fake Buddy. Like, hey, it's Buddy. He's like, oh no, it's just Fake Buddy. We'll remove you, Fake Buddy. He's such a sweet boy. Right. So it wasn't goaltending, and it'll be a jump ball. Clock's up 3:46. Have to start on the jump ball. I'll let you know when he throws it in the air. Alright. These couple bounces, and there's the jump ball. Clippers win the jump balls, and Harden handles that ball. He does. He's waiting for that thing to get pretty close to the going out of bounds before he puts his hand on it. Ooh, he try to trap him. Pretty good defense there. Ooh, oh yeah. Smothering defense from Atlanta. Throws it off the Batum. Batum misses on the line too. Trae Young now brings the ball up. Oh, Young with drove the lane, couldn't get the fall. LA finally gets a rebound. Hard to Simmons to Jones. Layup. Nice fast break. So, I don't know what the Clippers a lot. It's really weird to see Ben Simmons when they got off. Woo! Ben Simmons finds Jones driving the lane. Clippers are looking heck of good right now. Ball stolen by Clippers for three from Harden. Hits it. LA starting to pull away. Looking like a 1 seed. Nice behind the back pass for a missed three. Rebound. Ooh, Levert called for a push on the rebound. I have to see that again. We showed highlights of the first fast break. And then there's a second fast break. On Simmons to Jones. Bonus already. Came in. Barlow just came in. Didn't catch who came out. '83 or '82, '87 after that. Those style shots. Atlanta working the ball around. Another missed shot. Clippers on a 15-point run. Simmons. That looked like the casualist. It's like do. That's a casual layup there. Nice pick from Harden. Simmons was able to just casually do that layup. Alright, we're at commercial. Let's try to look at some college basketball scores. All right, Missouri at the half. 3:28 left in the second half. Missouri, the number 7 seed in the SEC tournament, Missouri, down 75. The 2 seeds, Florida's 85 points. Duke and North Carolina with 32 seconds left in the second half. Duke up 72-69. In the first half, early in this Big Ten tournament game, Michigan is on top of Purdue 10-6. We're about to get back to the game. I want to see how my Terps did. Number 2 seed Terps, Maryland Terrapins, 88. Number 17, Illinois Fighting Illini, 65. That game was looking like it was going to be a lot worse. All right, we're back. That game's going on. There is 1:22 left in the third. 3 from Clippers missed. The Hawks is missed again. Another 2 for the Clippers. 86-69. Wow. I did not see how he got so open. Just for Young, I didn't. Out there, Simmons out there. Donovic is out there. Oh, Donovic's called for a travel.
The Hawks score for 23 coming out of the locker room with turnovers. Finally get going to the game.
Look at this third quarter scoring. 35-8. That is sick. That's disgusting. Holy crap. So the Clippers scored 26 in the first quarter, 35 in the second, and then 8 in the third. Talk about coming out flat. Let's go back to college basketball scores. Scores from today. VCU beats St. Bonaventure in the Atlantic 10 tournament. Michigan State beats Oregon 74-64 in the Big Ten tournament. Liberty, the number 1 seed, Conference USA, beat the number 4 seed, Kennesaw State, 81-79. AAC, number 1 seed Memphis, beat number 8 seed Wichita State, 83-80. SEC tournament, number 1 seed Auburn beat number 8 seed Ole Miss, 62-57. Loyola, Illinois beat St. Louis, 72-64 in the Atlantic 10 tournament. In the SWAC, number 5 Alabama State beat number 8 Grambling State 64-62 in a close one. 10 tournament upset. 5 seed Wisconsin defeated number 4 seed UCLA 86-70. Not a Conference USA tournament game. Number 2 seed Jackson State University defeated number 3 seed Middle Tennessee 70-68. In the SEC, Tennessee, number 4 seed, beat Texas, number 13 seed, 83-72. AAC tournament, number 4 Tulane defeated number 5 Florida Atlantic, 83-76. Atlantic 10 tournament. Rather seen George Washington win that. They're both DMV teams, or DM Northern V. If you don't know what DMV means, it's the District, Maryland, and Virginia. I'm a DMV fan, except for more Northern Virginia. Be around DC. Anyway, in the next, number 4 Toledo falls to number 1 Akron, 100-90. And we're back. Ben Simmons driving, dishes it to Jones, doesn't work that time. Yeah, look at that. 50% shooting, 39.4. That's a big. A lot of those misses were in the third quarter. The Clippers go to the line. Jones hits the first one. Jones misses the second one, and it's foul play. 3-point percentage at 45.8% versus 26.9. Yeah, that's not good when you're shooting more. All right, the Hawks with 2. Simmons with the ball now. Dishes it to Kawhi. Has to work it down. Gets double team stolen. No, Kawhi gets it back and gets 2 points. And not like it went, ooh, how that wasn't travel twice. Should have been, looked like it should have been traveling. It's been a while since I've refed. So, Simmons with the ball now, 91-73. Simmons, ooh, that was borderline traveling. That was almost a carry. I don't know what's going on this fourth quarter. Like, see a bunch of carrying and traveling. Yeah, I know you always see that. But, like, ridiculous levels are happening early in the fourth here. 91-75. Back to college scores. In the MA Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference, or the MACE, MAAC. You can't call it the MAC because we already have the MAC. So it would have to be the MAC or the MACE. Anyway, upset in the MAAC. Quinnipiac falls to number 4 Iona, 73-81. Number 6 seed Mount St. Mary's upset the number 3 seed in that tournament last night. Yeah. Norfolk State defeated Morgan State. I've seen Morgan State. Sorry, man. Big East tournament. The number 1 seed St. John's defeated the number 5 seed 79-63. That's the number 5 seed there. And like I said, Big Ten tournament. Number 2 Maryland. It's number 7 Illinois, 88-65. Back to live scores. Duke up one with 4 seconds left. UNC. Final in the Big 12 between Houston and BYU. Houston, the number 1 seed, defeats BYU 54. Another final, this one in the AAC, as North Texas defeats number 10 Tulsa 77-59. Early in the midway through the second half, Ohio is on top of Kent State 47-26.
Colorways like those green ones, he might wear Hardens for the rest of his career. So good to have friends in high places, guys.
Well, Lord, he knows where the ball's going to be coming from. Of course he's going to wear Hardens. Terrence Coach Jr. knifes his way to the rim and lays it in. A great play coming out of the timeout. A good call by
93-75, Atlanta with the ball, and what happened? Moving pick. Yeah, that was. Wait, what? I don't know how they called that on Simmons. Another foul. This one on Coffee. Then we'll go to the line now. Shoot. 50s. This was in 16. Missed the first one. Good grief. Alright, I gotta get one more drink. I got plenty of this. But I need my wake up juice.
Foul goes on Terrence. Terrence kind of felt like there was going to be some movement. He had hurt Atlanta. So he's decided to call up Trey Young. They talked a little bit before the trade at the same agent. Terrence is fired up about his opportunity here. And I'll be honest, the South End will always remember what Terrence has done for them. And not just that game 6 against Utah. The guy played 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 spots. Sometimes did it in the same game. Always Dennis Terrence coming back. Training camp, I said, hey, what'd you work on? And he just kind of shook his head. He's like, well, literally everything. And I thought he was just kind of blowing me off. But when you think about it, no, he really did. He played every position on the floor, and he did it as a pro. And I wish nothing but the best for Terrence Mann here in Atlanta. Young,
Wake up juice. You can tell it's not clear. It's got a purple tint.
Barlow crashes into his own defender.
So it's a mix of water and fiber energy.
knocked him off balance, and he still banked it in off the glass.
Trying to get off caffeine.
Barlow averages 3 has 10 here tonight. It's 94-78.
And I'm not drinking soda other than when I play competitive darts on Tuesdays. Just because I can't change the flow of what I usually do. Especially during the playoffs. But hopefully, higher energy is kind of one of the things that make me have to go to the bathroom. Hopefully, the little I drink of this won't make me do that. Alright, back to the game. Atlanta just misses a 3. Down 16 still. Outs to Kawhi. Kawhi for 3. Misses. Look for the 2 for 5. Not doing great. 3. Barlow misses.
Barlow the 3 offline.
No. There's been so much bad basketball I've watched this week.
On either side.
Well, I'm going to say bad basketball, just not close games. 3 points for Clippers from Coffee. 19-point difference. Foul against the Clippers. 7:50 left in the game. I'll let you know when they throw the ball in. With the ball. It throws it in. Sit down low. Hook shot. Let's look at the players' statistics. Who steal, but
Simmons. No look inside to Jones.
Atlanta starting to. Clippers call timeout. Atlanta going to run there.
Simmons right there. Looks one way, drops it off.
Simmons-Jones combination gets blocked. These are from nice replay. Turns into 2 for Atlanta. Nice little 4-point run there for the timeout. 97-82. And we have a final. Duke defeats North Carolina 74-71.
Well, technically it's in your hands. Well, I know what you're thinking. Crazy. I just didn't expect both of you to show up. Yeah, come on. Greg is
Alright, live scores. The game's going on. Number 2, Miami, Ohio. Over Kent State, the number 3 seed. No, sorry. Kent State's now up 56-55 over Miami, Ohio. 7:30 left in the half in that MAC tournament game. Tied up in the Atlantic 10 tournament between Dayton and St. Joseph's at 60. 6 seconds left in the half. All right, let's follow that one a little closer, shall we? Oh, shoot. I didn't know the Atlantic 10 tournament was going on in DC. They're about to.
Take a look at the Eastern Conference. There you see the Atlanta Hawks at the 7th spot, 2 games under 500. Why didn't you mention the team that's in first place? You really still holding that against me.
I didn't realize Cleveland was up so much in the standings.
How
8
strong
games
it
over
is, really.
Boston?
And then out here to
No
compress
question. What would you
2 million
rather
minutes
see
plays by the
in
best player. I don't
NBA
know
Finals, Boston
why
or
they
Cleveland?
trying to make something that may not be there. The players were unhappy with playing the minutes. We would have heard that from the players. Look at what's not a lead the Southeast Division, despite being 2 games under 500. There's no truth to the rumor that they're going to rename that the Southeast. Pause for applause. Leonard deflated the fire. Oh, it wiggles in.
This is hit rapper
Coming
the
out of the
baby.
timeout, Kawhi Leonard puts the Clippers out in front by 17.
And that's his full name, hit rapper the baby. Full name, sorry. Ooh.
That's the third layup coming out of the corner for Atlanta by back cutting and defending. Bogdanovich gives it right back to Zhu, who retaliates. And the Clippers out in front, 101-84.
There we are.
Reverse. Look at the 25 points and 7 rebounds. Ball put free.
Kind of reset things. It looks like there's a light over here.
To the line.
All right, back to the game. Overtime just started between St. Joseph's and Dayton. Tie tournament game. All right, if you're just joining us, this is the first round matchup in the World's Greatest Competitors presents the Greatest North American Sports Town Tournament. LA was the number 1 seed overall. They're being represented by the Clippers. The 8th seed in the West was Atlanta, being represented by the Hawks. And it is looking like LA is moving to the second round to join Miami and Philadelphia. So anyway, how this works is we see teams by championships over the last 4 years in the top 6 sports: NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, and Canadian Football League. Yes, those are the top 6. LA was the number 1 overall seed. Atlanta was one of the bottom 2 that made it into the tournament in the West, because they were the furthest West team of the 2 teams that finished at the bottom. So anyway, starting in March, we found the first matchup between each team or each matchup. So this matchup was the 1-8 matchup in the West. This is the first time LA and Atlanta are playing each other in any professional sport. Well, the Big 6, we're calling them. What we do, we look in the Big 6. If there's no matchup in the Big 6, we go to any professional sport that they both play in, both cities play in. If we still can't find a matchup in 3 months, which in the first round is March 1st to May 31st, we go to a simulation. Now the only possible simulation, which will show on this channel, is Dallas and Las Vegas. But Vegas, like, there's no matchup between the two cities. But they may play in the NHL tournament playoffs. We'll wait and see. So the first game, so if Dallas and Vegas do play each other in the NHL tournament, the first game has to be by March 31st. That game, if game one is played before or by March 31st, then that whole series is a matchup. The only other multi-game matchup is between Milwaukee/Green Bay versus Kansas City. And that'll be when the Brewers play the Royals. That's a little complicated because if there's any rainouts, unless that rainout is during that series, like the next day is a doubleheader, it's just those games that happen in that 3-day period of March 31st, April 1st, April 2nd. That's when the 3-game series is. So if there's a rain delay in that game, April 20 or April 2nd, then go to a 2-game aggregate. If there's like 2 games rained out, and they don't play those before the teams move on to the next series, result of the first game, or the only game if there's 2 rainouts. Coach's challenge. There's not much going on here. It's a 17-point lead with not much time left. St. Joseph's up 64-61 with 2:39 left in that Atlantic 10 tournament game. Again, join us later tonight, sometime between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the round of 16 for the E-Kumite, presented by the PSS, Pro Sim Sports. Reviewing on whether this is a penalty.
Found his range here in Atlanta. 4:15 to play. Clippers trying to run through the tape. Some crazy things happen this year, so do not exhale just yet. Women's History Month is a celebration.
The first foul, 105-90. Wait, where was it? Oh, I'm a little behind. Tracker's a little ahead of me. But he's apparently going to make the second one. There it is. I'm at 4:05.
By Reza Shiri will reset the shot clock. 14th race back on the clock. 4 minutes to play here in this fourth quarter.
Minutes left for Atlanta to outscore the Clippers by 15 at least. Man. Going into the second, it looked like Atlanta was going to pull away with this. Now the Clippers just look so much better. Jones? The foul. Somebody left in that game. St. Joseph's and Dayton. In the first overtime, at least. Joseph's up 64 to 61.
Players that sacrifice. Derek Jones Jr., a starter, he comes off the bench. Chris Dunn, sometimes a starter, sometimes he comes off the bench. The effort never questioned. No pouting. These guys just come here to play.
Okay, now I think I'm ahead.
Derek Jones coming off the bench in 21 minutes.
You're not.
10 points for him, but he is so
There we go.
Simmons. Clippers in the driver's seat. They lead by 19. No defending here. The 16-point cushion for the Clippers. 3:15 to play in the game. Late attempt here for the Clippers on the shot clock.
Jones attacks.
The first time I was
and for the Clippers.
That kind of a move, but that many dribbles, that distance out.
Sorry, I may seem distracted, but it's 11 to 93 with not much time left. With
for the old-fashioned three-point play.
hold on a second.
Clippers return to this week.
3:02 left. Shoots a shot, makes it,
Jones knocks down the free throw.
and clock starts.
For Oklahoma City to conclude the homestand and head out on the road for a handful of games.
That's it. 16.
2:49 to play. Now, as long as the center is back off that screener, the screener's knocking off the defensive player. That's leaving him wide open now. He's got his confidence back. Coffee. The 15-footer is good for Amir. He has 8. And the Clippers lead 114 to 96. I like it. Nice play of you for Atlanta. Strong drive to the rim. Can't finish. Kawhi the rebound. Leonard. Not going to get it, or is it a late one?
What do we got here?
Indeed. Kawhi Leonard, I believe, is going to the free throw line.
Against the Hawks. I didn't see what that was.
Kawhi, 24 points.
68 to 66. St.
Well,
Joseph.
power
Dayton.
got into traffic.
33 seconds left in that game. St. Joseph, by the way, is a 6 seed, while Dayton's a 3 seed.
Toyota dealers and in the magical city of Atlanta. Of course, you know it's going to be James Harden. 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists on 8 of 14 shooting. Rebounded. Quarter. Clippers got their act together to close out the first and ultimately they were able to blow out Atlanta in that third quarter. The Hawks to just 8 total points. Atlanta scored 35 in the second, 8 in the third. Taking a tie here. Bogdanovich takes a seat. Patty Mills is set to check in for Bennett. Dead ball. Was missed by Kawhi. One thing that he's been missing for Leonard since he has
2 for 4. Free throw line. You got free throw line twice? Maybe 3 times with 2 and 1. Let's look at some scores as I go to commercial. 30 seconds left. St. Joseph up 70-66 over number 3 seed Dayton. St. Joseph from number 6 seed. Win probability. The win probability percentages they do everything now. St. Joseph 54% win probability. 30 seconds left, and they're up. They're up by 4. 54%. That's like 75%.
Sunday, the Clippers return to Winton Dome to take on the Mellow Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. Tune into Clippers Live, the pregame show beginning at 3:30. FanDuel Sports Network. Yes, I know you're looking at your calendars. You're like, that's not who we play. Remember, the schedule got altered quite a bit, to be honest, after the fires, understandably so. Clippers will take on the Hornets on Sunday afternoon. At Into a Dome, it's always great to be back in Inglewood. By the way, congrats to not only Into a Dome, but those behind the Into a Dome with the Clippers.
So they're talking in the game about how some of the schedule was affected by the LA fires. I'm about to ask if this game's date was affected by the fires, but it's in Atlanta, so I doubt it. And another 2 points for LA. Coffee with a dunk. 1:15 left. 14, 113, 112. I need a better setup, so I don't have to move this down to look at the clock. 22 seconds left in that game. Still 70-66. For Tourney, still 54. That's crazy. When this game's over, we'll go over when the next matchups are. It'd be cool if we could do best 2 out of 4 or something like that, but I mean, like I mentioned, Vegas-Dallas matchup might not even have a matchup, and we have to go to Sims. Which seemed to be kind of cool to kind of watch an actual game. NBA 2K still has the WNBA, right? I have to buy NHL 25 for if Dallas Vegas go to Sims. Alright, that game is over. Atlanta out of the tournament. The number 1 overall seed, Los Angeles, moves on. And boy, in the second half, did they look like a number 1 seed. Even though it's like the city, not a single team. It's all the teams in Los Angeles. I'm going to go over the matchups. It's 72-68. St. Joseph's over Dayton. This has nothing to do with the greatest North American sports town tournament. It's just a score I saw during commercial break that looked very interesting. 17 seconds left in the game in overtime. I'm pulling up these matchups. 7 seconds left. 73 to 68. I guess they're shooting foul shots. They say 7 seconds left. Oh, man, it's over. St. Joseph upsets Dayton. Number 6 seed St. Joseph's over number 3 Dayton, 73 to 68. All right, Matt. Now this, what I'm about to say, is about the WGC's Greatest North American Sports Tournament. March 23rd, Denver Nuggets versus Houston Rockets. I do a watch along for that. Like I've said before, March 1st, the Golden State Warriors lost to Philadelphia. Philadelphia moves on. Vegas, Dallas, or it's to be determined. April 9th, the Toronto Maple Leafs play the Tampa Bay Lightning for the Toronto-Tampa matchup in the first round. March 31st to April 2nd, I mentioned this earlier, Kansas City Royals and the Milwaukee Brewers in a 3-game series, weather allowing. April 3rd, Boston Bruins face the Montreal Canadiens for the Boston-Montreal matchup in the first round. And as I've mentioned before, Florida Panthers moved on March 6th over Columbus. The Columbus Blue Jackets, when the Florida Panthers beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-0. So Florida being Miami, by the way. All right. So yeah, the next watch along looks like March 23rd. Is that a Sunday? Nuggets and Rockets. You see what time that is. Follow Back to Brag Sports and Back to Brag social medias. One or the other. Look for Back to Brag Sports. If you don't find Back to Brag Sports, you'll probably find Back to Brag on most social medias, at least the big ones. And we'll keep you updated. All right, like, subscribe, turn notifications, follow, comment, wherever else. And we will see you next time to find out who